For question number 9, we're going to use Treasury coupon strip rates from the Market Data Center to create, to use an alternative way to construct the spot rate curve. We're going to be using some pretty complex, well, not complex, but different Excel functions in this, so you'll want to pay attention very closely to this. So first things first is we need to go to the Treasury or the Market Data Center website. And so I'm going to answer this below where I've been working on the other problems. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to copy and paste this data. We're going to have our maturity, and I'm hoping that this will copy and paste clean. But you're just going to want to get, let's see, make sure that goes well. And we're just going to do, we just want text. So we're just going to be collecting the Treasury bond stripped principal information. And you can see it breaks here with Treasury notes. And we actually don't need these 3 columns, the bid, ask, and change. All we want is maturity and our asked yield spread. So we can go ahead and delete this. So let me just move this over a little bit. So an important thing to note is that these, this spot rate or strip prices, they're actually, this is actually 0.09%. So we'll go over here, we'll do real, we'll do spot rate percentage, and it's going to be equal to this divided by 100. So we can do that all the way down. Okay, so these are our maturities given off of this. So we're going to be using something, we're going to be pretty much splitting up these numbers. So first we'll have a column for year, and we're going to use the left function. So we're going to do equals left, and we're going to select our maturity, and we're going to just put in 4. So this selects, this is only going to take the first 4 characters in this maturity column. So you see we're only left with 2015 in this case. If you drag that down, it populates the rest like that. Next we're going to do day, and we're going to use the right function. So equals right, our maturity column again, and this time it's going to be 2. So this is going to be taking the 2 characters from the end. Then we'll have month, and we're going to use the mid function. So it's going to be equal to this. Our starting number will be at 5, or it's going to take the first 5, and then it's going to be 4 characters. Do that all the way down. So now we need to convert our month cell into a number. So we're going to be using a function called a VLOOKUP. So we're going to do month text and month. So in this particular example, we'll see that there's actually not every month represented in this. So what we're going to do is we're going to select our column that has just the month, and we're going to apply a filter on it. You can get to the filter in the right corner of our home ribbon. Alternatively, you can go Alt-H-S-S, or sorry, not S-S, hold on, Alt-H-S and it's F, it'll filter that, and then when you click here, it'll show you that there's actually only August, February, May, and November. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to find an instance in this column when it's August, and we're going to copy and paste it as a just copy and paste the value. So we'll do Alt-H-V-V is how you do that. So now we need a May, Control-C, Alt-H-V-V, February, Alt-H-V-V, and a November, Alt-H-V-V. So August, the month is going to be 8, In May, the month will be 5. In February, the month will be 2. In November, the month will be 11. So now we're going to do a VLOOKUP, and we can actually take this filter off. So go back there, just click it again. So our month is going to be equals VLOOKUP. Our lookup value is going to be our entry in the month column, and our table array is going to be this table down here. So we're just going to select here and make sure you click F4. We need to lock this. And our column index number is 2. So pretty much what this equation is doing is it's going to take this number or this entry in data. It's going to look for it in the left hand column of this table, so where it's November, and then it'll output the second column data entry that corresponds with the first column entry. So if this works correctly, we should get 11. And we do in fact get that. So we drag this down, and we'll see it'll populate the rest of our cells for us. Okay, so now we're going to make a column for date, or date, and we're going to actually need to move this over a little bit. Move it over too. So we'll have our date. We'll have today's date. We'll have day difference, and sorry, one more. So move that over. So to date, the date is going to equal the date function. Our year is going to be our year column. Month will be our month entry, and day will be our date. And our date today is going to be 11. We'll say it's 11/1/2015 for this purpose. So we'll drag this all the way down, and we want this to be constant actually. So make sure it's that. Our day difference is just going to be equal to our date minus today's date, and then our next column will be n, so we'll drag this all the way down, and okay, so n will be equal to our day difference divided by 365. So now we're going to graph our spot rates against our n. This down, select that, our spot rate n, and we'll insert a graph, Alt N D, scatter with smooth lines. So now we're going to add axis titles to this. So our y-axis is our rate, and our x-axis is maturity. This so it's nice and clear up here. Perfect. So this is question number 9. So now we're done with workshop number 3. So we're just going to make a couple edits to make it more aesthetically pleasing. So we're going to add borders to all of our tables. Again, that's just Alt HBA to do that very quickly. So I'll go back to my original, do Alt HBA. We're going to bold our table titles, so we can just do Control B. We can add borders here, and just make sure that's very clear where all of our answers are. It's always nice to highlight where they are or what the actual number is. And yeah, we'll add borders here as well. So once you have it looking all nice and pretty, it'll be ready to submit. So congratulations.